Yeah, so good morning, guys. So we're talking about CSS now. So yeah, I've cleared my clothes, so there's no thing here anymore. So in our index.html. So now let's start with I just call this starting CSS. So now, so how do we start with CSS? So what is CSS? What's CSS first? CSS is CSS is called a cascading style sheet. You see, the when CSS begin to is used to add style to HTML web page. It's used to add style to web page. Like you should or code should have to have a proper design in proper layout. If we just think about it like a just think about it like a if you are building a house now. So they'll first put your tiles and they'll first have your block and everything. So they start with foundation and everything to align very well. So you see the aligning and everything is just the to just be for you to be putting the block all together and everything is just the that let's just call that the HTML. Then for you to now be for you to now start putting your paint, tiles and everything, that's now the work of the what do you call it? That's not the work of the CSS. CSS is called the cascading style sheet. It's used to it lets you to add design and proper layout to your web page. Then JavaScript is just for you to add interactiveness. Those no HTML and CSS, they are not a programming language. Don't forget. HTML CSS, they are not a programming language. So now let's start with CSS. How do you connect your HTML with your CSS? You see, in this your head here, after this your head closing tag here, between your head here, you see this closing tag of this head, and then here. So here, after your title, then just come down below your title here. Then just type link like this, then come to link CSS. So you have this link rel style sheet and the href is going to be your style.css. Don't forget it should be this you must have a file called the style.css. So anything you want to add, let's say you want to add any other link or cdn, it should be below this your title. Then once you want to add another link, let's say you want to add for any other link, just put it here like this. Just put it here like this, the link you want to add, put the rel, the href. So just put it there like this below your title tag, below this your title. Now in your inside of css, you come here in your style of css, we have this font size to be 15 pt and this background to be black. So now if you come to our index.html now, you see that our background is already black instead of white. So now let's start. So first thing to know about css. um okay, so how do we call tags in css? You see, we first talk about this our body. Now if you take this our body, so the body, I said the body is where is all is the place all your code is going to be. Now even if I don't want to put the body, I can first start with this hash. You see, this hash is going to take all your code, like all elements of your code. So you just add everything to the all the body element of your code. So now if I put this hash to have the background of black, to have a background of black, you see that my body is still going to be black also. Now you just put this on so that your code is going to look clean. Most times you are not going to need it. Now you know what background is. Background should just be any color you want, any color you want, any color you think of. That's just what we call background. So now you are going to put this. Once you have called your this thing, you can start with this hash or anything. So let's say we want to start with body. Once you have called it like this, so once you call your body like this, then now I told you no space. Now remember that I did not put dot body here like this. I did not call dot body. Why am I not calling dot body? Is because I have a body tag here. Because and body does not have class name. Remember, body does not have class name. It does not have any attributes. It does not have class name or ID. So you are just going to call your body like this. So in your style, in your CSS, and don't forget you must have connect. You must have linked it with this tag, with this link URL, style it, and your href to have the CSS name. Now you are now going to open with this curly brackets like this. Once you open like this, press your enter. So you see this place that I give you, that's where you should start writing your code. Let's just clear this one out here like this. It's not necessarily needed sometimes because you are already calling your body. Now you can also call this your HTML. You can also call this your HTML. I can also call my HTML like this. I should even call HTML itself like this. But this HTML, the most time they call it is like if you want to have it normal scrolling to your web page, but later you still get it. So I'm going to be starting with the body here like this. So this space that you have here, that's when you are now going to be writing your code. So let's say the first thing you want to write is first to have your body background to be like color black. Now you want to go to the next one. Don't start your next line to be here. You can even leave space so that your code should be clean. You can even leave space. Now I want to start this h1. I want to start this h1. That's how you'll be calling it one by one. Oh, you want to start this h1. You come to your CSS. You see that you have leave space in it now. You call it h1. Don't forget, if you do not have attribute, don't put dot h1. If you do not have attribute in the element in the tag, don't put dot there. Now you are going to open your curly brace again. Then you are going to give, it is this one is a test. A test does not have background, because even if you put background it might show, but it's not going to make sense. You are not doing graphic design here. So all you want is just color. You just color for test. Now the color should be, you see this ash stuff. Later we are going to talk about it. Let me just put white here. So now if you see it now, you see this is your CSS and this is your body. Your body is color black and this is your h1 to have this thing now. Good. You now have this your paragraph tag. Same as before. Put your space so that your code can really look clean. Put your p tag. Open your curly brace. Put your space. The space that you have here is not that you'll be writing your code like this. You put your paragraph like this. You now be writing color and this thing like this. This one will be here. You now put space here like this. You now be saying this thing. No, you should put space. Let space to be the front. There should be space at the front of this thing like this, so your code can look clean. Even if someone wants to come and read it, you know that they will know that okay, this is your code that is already clean. Then you can put this one to be color red like this. See it now, I'm already styling it. You see, it's making sense now. It's even looking fine. My code is already looking fine. You see now. Now let's go to the so adding the elements. So now let's say I have another h3. Let's say I have another this h3 tag here like this. Now don't forget, I say if you want to add attributes, most time for CSS, use your class name. Use class. Good. Now let's say you want to have, let's say this one to be the title. Now this title, now I taught you this tag of this u to underline. Let's say welcome to our shopping mall. Now you see, welcome to our shopping mall. You know that all these default tag, they used to be color white, they used to be color black. Now there's this property of CSS that says, like, if I want to put all h1, if they do not have this thing h1, put comma. You can put h1, h2, h3, h4. You see, I'm putting comma. I did not put anything. No, h5, h6. Let me now put this p tag and span, because I'm having color black. I'm having black this thing. So what does this mean? It means every default h1, h2, h3, h4, h5, h6, p and span. You know, this is just my normal text like this is all my normal text like this. Now, you know, I put this h1 to have color white, but this place I'm having h3 to have. Now, if my history did not have any column like this, so you know, if I did not put any class, you know, I'm putting this one class to have title like this. Now let's say I did not put any class there like this. You know, sometimes if you are coding, you might just put write h3, then you know you have not started your this thing, so you now have to check how it is. You'll be confused now. Where is my this thing, my this, where is my h3, where is this one, and I'm writing. You just look confused and say that, what happened now, let me zoom it. All those stuff like that. Now this is it. You are just writing. What this means, like, you are just writing a default style for all these your test tag. Then you can just put a color. Let's say once you call it like that, you can just put a color to be color blue. Let's say color blue. Now you see, we have it has showed here like this. You see that this css here is also showing color blue. This one, everything is also showing color blue. Why is that? Because you see, it has override this h1, h2, and I have h1 here also like this. So it has override everything. So let me just put it as color white here like this. So why did they even overwrite it? It's because, you know, it is reading from up to down. So it has read it as color white, it has read it big as color red, then it now come here, it now read, this there as color blue. So it is reading it the last one. Assume I put this one to be color blue here, you are going to see that it's going to have color white back, because it has already read color blue before the code load. That's why they say computer is fast. So it has already read color blue before it even shows to me. So it has already read color blue, color red, to now show the white as the last one now. So it's not that one color is stronger than the other. Don't confuse it with that color is stronger than the other. It's because it has read it. So the last one that is here, that's what it's showing. So now you see now, everything is having the same this thing now. But now I now want to style it. Now that's where this class name is now comes in. So I now want to change my this thing to have, so I said this one to have color color white. So this h1, you can just put it as the h. So you can just add attributes to it, so it does not change. So let's say you have your class name to be the let's change this one to be have the title. Then you now change this one to have the subtitle. Now since you have this one to have everything like this, so you can just leave it like this. Everything should have color white. Then now you now start with your styling. Like your styling, if now to start with your h1, you put your class name dot title. So you now have to style dot title. You know everything has color white like this. Now to style this one alone, so that I want to style the dot title, I cannot give it to have color to be color. I can even put it to have color white back. So now I want to style this class, this one class to be paragraph. paragraph like this. I will now come here, I will now say dot, put your space, dot, paragraph. I'll now put color. I'll now put color to see, let's say color blue. Now let's say color blue. Now you see it's already changed, it has already changed to color blue. Now this one does subtitle. I'll now come here and still call dot sub, dot subtitle. Now if I call this dot subtitle, I can add the color. Let's say I want to have the color to be let me just have one color here. Now you see it has already changed. It has already, everything is changing one by one. So now let's now say I want to start a new number h6. H6, and I want to say hello, you are welcome. Normally the browser is going to give me color black, but because of this tag here, this one that I've set as default, so even if I come here, I'm going to see color white. So it's going to be visible for you to even read by yourself that okay, this one is color white. Then if you now want to add style, if you want to add style, that you want to attribute it, you want to give add attribute, then you now put your class name. Sure, you are understanding me. But even if you want it to be color white, you can even leave it and just ignore it, and just ignore the a6 and just ignore it. Okay, you just go like that. It's okay like this. Now that's it. So you have understand how to start with your number, with your body, how to write the font style and the colors and the background. So let's now start with these let's start with the fonts. Let's start with fonts. Okay, so if you want to add, if you want to comment with CSS, you do like this. You open this slash like this, put this star, then you put what you want to write inside this like this, and you comment like this, so your code can look more cleaner like this. So let's talk about fonts. So we'll be taking the topic one by one. So I just want all of you all to start it with this. So by night, at night, I'll have already dropped a code about the font and the topic should be talking about.